What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Desiree. First thing, skipped Friday because I came down with a cold. I think I'm good now. Figured I am going to just go with the flow. Whatever I feel like is gonna happen on my channel, that's what happens. So there's not gonna be really any sort of theme, but I figured I'd kick off the week with a fall inspired look because I'm sure a lot of you are going to be going to Thanksgiving because everybody skips Thanksgiving and goes straight to Christmas, but Thanksgiving is more important, I feel like, than Christmas. Only because my birthday is like 5 days before Christmas and everybody forgets it, but you know. Anyways, also, this is day 2 of hair. I get asked all the time how I do my hair. So this is day 2. I filmed yesterday a whole video of how I actually curl my hair. So if you want to see that, then just comment down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications of my upcoming videos, and well, let's get to it. So here I was trying to show you that you need to just dip the tip of the brush into the product and do a patting motion, but then I realized I didn't even prime my eyes, so I guess this kind of shows you that you really do need to prime. So I just ended up wiping it off and going in with my concealer and a damp beauty blender and blend that out, and then we can start the process. So you just take a sort of stiff brush and pat into the color and go slightly above your crease. It's gonna look a little crazy, but we're gonna blend it out in a second. And then here we're just going to take a big fluffy brush and a light color and blend out the edges. After that, we go in with a smudge brush and this black and sort of flip-flop back and forth between the big blending brush and the smudge brush and just build that color. It's easier to put on color than it is to take it away. So we're just gonna ignore the fact that my concealer is broken, but you take a small flat brush and I kind of look up and down and it kind of shows me where I need to initially put the concealer, and then I just use patting motions and draw a more prominent shape than I would like. I have hooded eyes, so I go above the crease to create the illusion of bigger eyes. And that way, when you're opening your eyes like a normal person, you can actually see what color is on your lid instead of not seeing anything at all. But yeah, so just stamp that on and then kind of work that product over and make it kind of an ombre into the black. And then we are going to take the red burgundy shimmery color and pack that onto the center with a smudge brush, and we're just gonna leave that alone because eventually we'll go back in and work that into the black. But then we're gonna take a lighter, more gold color and blend that into the color we just packed on. We're doing kind of an ombre fall-ish look. And then we are going to go into this deep, it's more of a purpley color in person than it is in that picture, but it's a good transition color between that red we put and the black. So we just smudge that together to blend those two, and then take a wipe and wipe away the excess underneath. And then it's time for priming. I use a hydrochloric acid serum and blend that into my face before I put my actual primer. I like this because it gives it kind of a sticky texture. And then we go in with this e.l.f. putty primer. This is the bomb. I really like this. Go in with a light hand at first and just kind of get the feel for it. And then you can just keep adding more if you want. I know how much I need, so I already go in with a heavier hand. But seriously, the bomb. So here we are creating the illusion that I am not tired and don't stay up until 2 o'clock every day, and I am a well-rested goddess. No, but really, we're going in with a concealer and just pretty much concealing all the areas that I have problems with and just blending it out with a beauty blender. Then we're gonna go in with this Maybelline Fit Me loose powder, and we are going to set everywhere so it doesn't crease, so it doesn't go anywhere. And we go in with 2 layers. So this is the first one. Your skin kind of takes this one in more than anything. And this ensures that, like, if you have oily spots, or if your under eyes crease really bad, or if you have blemishes that you don't want to come uncovered, you just set it and let it sit there for a little bit. The second layer is more of a baking, and that is just a really thick amount of powder, and usually I just put it on my chin and under eyes and go along my nose to really sculpt out the shapes that I want. This is build a new face, basically. So here I am going to go into contour. If you don't know who Scott Barnes is, he is JLo's makeup artist and just a beauty guru in general, and obsessed with him. I love him so much. But this is how he does her makeup for like stage performances and all that kind of stuff. But this is just like a full on, like, super sculpted, super glam way to do your face. So he goes in with thick amount of concealer, thick amount of contour color, and then layers a small amount of foundation on to tone everything down just a little bit, but it looks super beautiful afterwards. So right now, look a little bit like a freak, but it'll be okay. It'll look fabulous in a second. So yeah, like I said, a tiny amount of foundation. This just kind of blends together the contour and the highlighted areas. Don't mind that huge ass red spot on the side of my face. Pretty sure I got a spider bite or something. It can't be a mosquito because it's basically winter here, but yeah, it's huge and it hurts, and we're just gonna ignore it. But anyways, just blend the foundation out, and then we are going to put a tiny bit of bronzer color from this Smashbox little palette that I'm always holding, just to set it in place, and then we are going to move on. After that, we're going to just swipe away the excess powder and swipe it onto the foundation so that kind of sets a little bit and we're not wasting product. And then we're going to go into this Sephora palette. The only way I can really describe this palette is one of those like adult versions of the little kid palettes that you got when you were like 8 and thought they were fabulous. Well, this is like that, but a little bit better, obviously. I like the greens and the blues out of it, and really haven't tried very much else. Some of the colors are super pigmented, some of them aren't, but so I just go in with the green and give myself a fun little pop of color underneath, and then we go into highlight. This is the Artist Couture highlight little pot. If you go into it dry, it's like really shimmery and flakes everywhere, but if you add just a little bit of water on the top of it, it creates a really beautiful, I don't know what you would call it, like almost metallic-y paint, and it just shines so beautifully. So I use that as a highlighter on days that I want to shine like a freaking diamond. It is absolutely beautiful. I am obsessed with it. So just hitting all of the high points of your face with the highlighter, like your cupid's bow, the bridge of your nose, just to make it look a little bit more glamorous. And then brows. Don't really have a super strong method of how I do my eyebrows. I think I went a little bit too dark this time, but so I just go to the top, line it at the top, line it at the bottom, and then just fill it in kind of all over the place, just so it doesn't look so sparse in some areas. And then I take the brush on my hand and like press it really thin so I can create some like individual hairs at the front so it doesn't look so boxy and weird, and it looks a little bit more natural. So then after this, I felt like a simple little mascara eye would look good since I caked so much damn makeup on my face. And then I'm not the greatest person at lips yet, still learning, so if you have any pointers, that would be amazing. But so I just top on this lipstick, and then we set it with some setting spray so it doesn't look so matte and it looks more like skin than it does 50 million pounds of makeup. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed.